Good morning. It's Lisa with Soulshine, and it's morning tea with me. And I've got my tea in my at-home mug today because I'm doing some at-home work this morning. But I wanted to tell you about this new tea that I got, salted chocolate caramel. It is good, and good. It's really good. It's like dessert for breakfast, but no calories. Love it. And I've got my all good things shake. As a side thing, I've got hot and cold going today. So I wanted to follow up from yesterday's morning tea with me and let you know about how my experience with Kelly Willie at the well yesterday went. If you didn't join me yesterday, I was in super comfy clothes because I was heading to my friend Kelly's house, who hosts a spa-like environment in her home, and it's Christian-based. And it has starts and ends with a little bit of worship and prayer, and she gives you all of these, and you don't have to use all of them. You can pick and choose one or two, or use neither of them, and just soak in the idea of not having to do laundry for several hours. But she gives you up to 6 different tricks, ways to meditate on scripture, ways to still and quiet your mind, and just kind of wait and hear that still small voice. And then she releases you for 45-minute increments to go do the thing or nothing. You can nap, or you can read scripture, or you can meditate, or just take a walk in nature. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And so here are my takeaways from the event. We all need it. And it being maybe not specifically at Kelly Willie's house, if you're not a local to Shrewsbury and Stewartstown, or Freeland, Maryland. Just the idea of like taking a respite for yourself, a little bit of the key word that's everywhere right now is self-care. For me, I needed to get out of the house because even if I say I'm going to sit and read all day, I still have some laundry going, and I have to take the dog out 3 times and make sure the dishes are done. So there's always things in your mind, in your eyesight to do while you're at home. So I think it's important to get out of the house and do something for yourself and meet some other people, fellowship with other ladies, and just kind of bounce ideas off of other ladies. So that's my second takeaway, is that the enemy would love to make us think that we're all alone in our problems, and that we're the only one, and we're the only one that can fix it, and I'm just going to buckle down and do it myself. And when you start to get around when you start to get around other ladies, you realize you're not alone, that they have also gone through or are going through the same thing, and that alleviates the pressure. It kind of disperses the load off of your own back by sharing it with others. And I think that's a heavy truth that we often neglect to consider when you're going through a tough time, that other people probably have gone through it too, and maybe you can gain some wisdom on how they handled it, and also just the fellowship of unity, like we're together in this, I've got your back. So that was my second takeaway. And my third was, I'm always looking for ideas, things to fill my tool belt. This is my sign language for tool belt. Like, I imagine that I have this imaginary tool belt on, and I'm always adding things in it to make my day a little bit easier, to hone some skills that maybe are in an infancy stage, and maybe just another way of thinking about the world and the word and the big guy, and how to still your mind, because oh my gosh, do I have monkey mind all the time. And the art is to constantly bring it back as many times as it takes, and if it takes 100 times or 1,000, it's completely normal. So that was my third takeaway, and overall I enjoyed it. And if you too want to look into getting out of your house and savoring some wisdom of somebody that's been there, done that, and is a few steps ahead of you, I highly recommend looking up Kelly Willie. She has a website. It's Kelly, spelled like it sounds, Kelly, but her last name is spelled Willie. She's on Facebook, and it's a service called The Well. So it's just a way for you to just drink up from the well and just refill yourself, because I think a lot of women are super parched right now, and especially going into this busy holiday, I think it's really important to make sure you're tapped off so that you can overflow onto others, so that you're not tapping your own resources dry. So Take what you love and leave the rest. I highly recommend Kelly, and I also recommend just taking time for yourself and figuring out a new way of doing things and thinking about things and just slowing down, because I do believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that there is power in rest. And our mindset mentality here on the, this earth is that we've got to go, go, go and get it done, done, done. To be powerful, and it's the opposite. You really just need to find ways to rest. And I don't necessarily mean napping all day. I just mean that restful knowing, that confidence that everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to get done the things that I can humanly get done today without driving my family crazy, or myself, or my dog. And then I'm going to cast my cares for the rest of it, and then do the best thing I can do the next day, and on and on. So that's what I have to say about that today in Morning Tea with me. You never know what I'm going to come up with each day, so you got to keep joining me here on Instagram and then over on YouTube as well. So take what you love and leave the rest. I wanted you to know that whatever you're doing today in this holiday season, amping up to potentially crazy, busy, wild, maybe stressful and sad, maybe a lot of you are sad days, to make sure you take time to rest and recuperate and feel that well in whatever way that you need to, whether it's nature or writing, journaling, coloring, kickboxing. Everybody's so different in the way that they feel they're well. So for me, it's just quiet contemplation, being by myself and refilling so that I'm ready to deal with others. So however you do it, I hope you know that I'm sending you much love, and I hope you have a most marvelous day. Love you much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.